What is up, A team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. Or not, depending wrap it open is awesome. And yes, we're back at it today to talk more about crypto, to talk more about the market. Sorry, I'm a little bit late there. I was caught up with a few things here. Fan was cooking me some food. I got carried away. So I am about 9 minutes late there. So I do apologize for that. However, beautiful Friday. Hope everyone, again, is having a great day. Markets are not looking the greatest. The Dow woke up and decided to take a big dump on us. The cryptocurrency market's kind of flat, even though Bitcoin has come down about $5,000 since the earlier pump of this week. Ethereum back down to the 1900 mark. So we are having a little bit of some turmoil, but I mean, for the most part, where are we going? That's the biggest question. Is like, where are we going from here? I think that's mostly what people want to know. Are we in the trenches and going to come back out of this? Are we going to hit a rally? Like, what is the outcome? What are people just going to sit on the sidelines forever? Like, when's the buying opportunities? There's so many questions coming out here, and I think a lot of it has to hedge, on what our government's doing. I mean, we have the Clarity Act out there. I think that's a huge portion of where crypto goes. I mean, we all know that, and I think obviously with the Iranian war in the U.S. and everything, there's just a massive amount of uncertainty. But hopefully, we can look at the charts, we can look at the data, and make an educated decision on where this is going to go. Like I said, the great thing about this for people who maybe are new to crypto, have been in crypto for a year, maybe bought the top of crypto and they're holding on to it and it's coming down. A lot of questions are like, do I sell now and wait? I think the selling is way past. Like if you're selling now, like it's kind of, I don't know. But for people that have been in crypto, I mean, you're not going to go sell. Like I'm not going to go sell my Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that I accumulated at 20,000, I'm not going to sell now. Like that makes no sense. I'm not going to go sell my $800 Ethereum that I accumulated throughout the years now. Like that doesn't make sense. Even like XRP, right? I bought XRP at 30 cents. I'm not going to go sell my XRP at 30 cents. Now. I mean, we're closer to the bottom of the bear market than we are towards the top of a bull. So I mean, the pain's already there. We're already almost through all the pain. I think that there's some more pain to come. I think that we do have an extended period of time where this could go down even further. But right now, I mean, that's kind of where it's at. But before we jump into it all, I do want to say what's up to the A team. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone's had a fantastic Friday out there. We got Observer Dude in the house here. What's up, buddy? We got Just Maui. What's up, my guy? Good to see you, dude. Sorry, like I said, I'm a little bit late there. K-Tao, what's up, dude? Jeffrey Mix, Crypto People Joel, what's up, bud? Pipeline's in the house here. Guy Kemp, what's up, guy? What's up, my guy? Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of things to discuss about all the data that came in, right? With jobs report, the gas prices. We're going to talk a little bit about that because obviously that's affecting the markets, and that's what we want to look at. So we got ASMR fan in the house here. What's up, ASMR fan? Good to see you. We got Andrew B. Griff. What's going on, man? Good to see everyone here. We got Sir Jeremy. Sir Jeremy's in the house here. BP Kohler. What's up, buddy? Jamin. What's up, Jamin? Trent. My wonderful mods in the house here. Appreciate you being here, Trent. We got David. David Austin, what's up, man? He's taking extra time to style his beard. My beard's looking good today, dude. My beard is looking good. Imagine if he joined and the beard was just gone. Guy said he would no longer be here. My beard, if I shave my beard, Guy said he's leaving. So yeah, kind of funny how that works out. Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna hop into it here. What's up, Lon? What's up, Lonzo? Good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing great as well, dude. Phil, sup, Cryptomaniacs. Thanks, Austin, for reminding me about my predictions on Coinbase. I made some money. I lost all three of my predictions yesterday. I lost my triple double I lost my double double by 2 rebounds. I lost and then 3 rebounds. I lost 2 of my double doubles, and I lost my Iowa pick. I thought Iowa was going to take out Michigan, so I lost all 3 of my picks yesterday. Lost about $150. Not too bad. Not too bad. Jen Deb, what's up? Good to see you, Jen Deb. I'm holding for years. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We got what is that? Amy, what's up, Amy? Good to see you. Yo, you got a haircut? Looks good. I got a haircut on Tuesday. Bro. That was a Tuesday haircut. So it was a couple days ago. I tried the double doubles yesterday, Austin. Did you actually hit any double doubles? So close, dude. So close to hitting my double doubles. LeBron was off by 2 rebounds. I was pissed. That would have been a $600 win right there. Close but no cigar. Yeah, the double doubles are they're a little hit there. But okay, let's jump into it. Appreciate it. We got the mayor of crypto in the house here, and for some reason, my banner, what is going on with the style here, dude? I swear, it like updates and then just like changes everything. It's really weird. And I hate that they put my name. I hate that it puts my name on there, but it is what it is. So let's go back. I digress. All right, let's jump into it here. Got some things to cover. As you guys can see right now, I do not have anything presented. That's amazing, like always. For some reason, like I just did it, and then it went away. All right, there we go. Great. Good to see. So as you can see right now, the cryptocurrency market is falling back down just about 3%. You can see Bitcoin last hour is trying to make a little bit of a comeback here, still up over the 7-day marker. Bitcoin's up 4.75% over the 7 days, but down over the last 24 hours. It's hitting that 68 marker. You can see Ethereum right now still about 3.56, down about 4.85%, right around the 1,986 mark. Our baby XRP over here sitting around 136, up very, very flat, right? Very, very flat over the last 7-day marker. Everything's kind of dwindling down right now. Obviously, it has a lot to do with this right now. The Dow took a hit. Dow took a massive hit, even though, again, if you jumped in on Exxon and BP and all those, you're probably making a little bit of money here. But the oil prices have gone up. Surprise job report loss in February, not looking too good right now. I'll admit that. You can come over here and sort of see that this is kind of a bad deal right here. It says right here that they lost about 603 points when it first opened up, 1.3%. It broke above $90 a barrel. That's pretty crazy. Traded above 92. So I mean, yeah, gas is going back up, right? Gas going back up. Thank God I have a Tesla, even though electricity costs are just as much. So, and then on top of that, you obviously had our jobs report coming here right here. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that non-farm payrolls fell to 92,000 in February. A sharp contrast from the downwardly revised January gains of 126,000. So far, 50,000 below, or 50,000 growth. And I think that was just basically not enough for people to get excited about. And people are a little bit disappointed right here. Crazy chart came out today. So this is actually, we're in a really, really crazy spot right here. So this is home on the range. This is the tightest S&P 500 range to start the year in history. So we're really pinching numbers here. Again, we haven't had this since literally 1928. Like going back to 1928 on all these things. We're going back to the Great Depression of when numbers were this bad. This is going to also be the tightest for the Dow Jones or the Dow since 1860 or 1896. So what this is basically saying, by comparison, during the 2008 financial crisis, the index traded between roughly a 35% range. You go back over here during this crisis, we were between a range here where we traded. And then it went down to roughly about a $1,200 range or 1,200% range. Even if you look at the pandemic, we were in between a certain range during the pandemic, which is right here as well. You come over here and you see these now, dude. We're literally in this massive downward spiral here. The market remains extremely volatile because of this. Right, we're actually beneath the surfaces of where we've ever been before in all reality, and so it's kind of crazy. Like things have gotten bunched up like this. You go back and you look at right here. I mean, February just not good. The jobs report that came out here is a complete disaster. Right? We woke up, saw the NASDAQ took a massive dump. We saw the Dow took a massive dump. The S&P 500 took a massive dump. Same with the Russell. I mean, we're talking down 1.2% on the Dow, 1.19% on the S&P 500, NASDAQ down about 1.57%. I mean, even small caps right now are down roughly 2%. So this is actually a nightmare for the Federal Reserves. Like, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do coming here in March. To cut rates would be insane at where this is going right now. But that's probably going to be the right move. Cutting rates is probably the right move. I mean, in all reality, they're kind of like in this. We literally hit the CME. If you go back and look at the CME reports, I mean, it was like a 95% chance that we were not going to cut rates. Now with these things happening, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it's still looking like we're not going to cut rates, but I mean, I don't know what they're going to say. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what's going to happen. Most likely, Jerome Powell will stick to his guns and probably not do anything about it. But unfortunately, we're kind of in a mess right now. On top of that, America has stopped spending. I mean, retail sales have fallen by roughly 0.2% in January. The soft landing that the Fed's promise seems dead now. The U.S. economy is now shrinking while everything gets more expensive. With the war in the Middle East pushing oil prices to $92 now, the government is now officially stuck. They can't lower interest rates to save jobs because energy costs are keeping inflation too high. So we're kind of just screwed now, and I don't know what's going to happen. How's it looking, guys? What's going on, Yoltz? I'm shorting at 75% sunny. Hell yeah, you're in short. Oh, you're in shorts. You're wearing shorts. Planning for the best, but expecting the worst right now. I get you, Majestic. I'm with you, dude. BlackRock limiting withdrawal amounts, game over. Yeah, I saw, dude, even Coinbase is limiting withdrawals, dude. Everyone's limiting withdrawals. But you can see right here, this is an incredible thing to watch right now. Over the last 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes ago, this was actually posted about 15 minutes ago. You can see that crude oil prices surged above $91 a barrel. Now we're above the 92.5, adding roughly $1 in 5 minutes. This puts prices up to about $12 a barrel in 9 hours, dude. Adding $12 to the barrel, dude. That's a wild thing to even say. I mean, we had really, really good oil prices, basically throughout the whole year. But go look at ExxonMobil, go look at Arco, go look at BP. What are they doing? They're actually looking really, really well. I told you guys about 2 weeks ago that if this happens, definitely go buy the energies, right? I'm not saying that like it's like go, you know, like I'm not going to go put a ton of money in Exxon. I'm not going to go put a ton of money in BP. But like with these surges going up here, realize that's kind of the money to be. That's kind of place to be in right now. And I don't think they're going to make like crazy runs. It's not like, ExxonMobil is going up 10%. It's going up like 1%. Not even that, probably like 0.5%. It's gone up probably roughly about 3% since this whole thing happened. We can actually go back and look. I think I might have BP on my little chart here. I thought I pulled up BP. Maybe it's Arco that I have up here. Crap. Or maybe it was Exxon. Shoot, I don't even have my Exxon up here. Damn. All right. I need to add my ExxonMobil. All right. Let's add some ExxonMobil up in here. Let's go to stocks. We're going to go to good old XOM. Good old ExxonMobil right there. And then BP, obviously BP's been doing decent too as well because of this whole thing. So if you're into any of this, let's see, BP, right? Is that, no, that's not it. BP PLC. I don't like, there it is, boom. All right, so you can see right here, I mean, since literally, I mean, we're talking roughly a week. We talked about this about a week ago. These prices came down massively down. If you actually got in on this a couple weeks ago when these things were down at these levels, I mean, like, dude, the executives, the people on these boards right now are making such a good amount of money off these things. But like, look at this right now. If you bought this, you're up roughly 60%, dude. 60% if you bought this literally back in May of this last year when we had our Liberation Day. You came back over here, and if you bought any of these down here, again, this is when you could have bought Tesla. Tesla was down at these levels. ExxonMobil was down here. BP was down at these levels. But I mean, right now, ExxonMobil, ExxonMobil. That was what I was saying. ExxonMobil is the ones actually making the moves. If you were buying literally about a week ago, or about a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, but you're talking roughly up about 30%, went all the way up to about 35%, just off of basically a war. I mean, like, the amount of money that you can make off of these things is crazy to think. So a lot of these executives making a ton of money. I saw a few videos yesterday about the Israel uniform patch generated. The logo is outline of Israel, Iran, and parts of the couple. Crazy if this is their. I have no idea. Is that really such a thing? I didn't even know that was a thing. Repos are slowing down. That's good. Repos are slowing down. I did see something like that. What's up, Shannon? We got Shannon in the house here. We got another mod in the house here. A renewable like wind, don't need to go through the Strait of Hormuz. Yeah, wind energy is kind of wild, dude. I don't know if I'm on the board with the whole wind energy thing, to be honest. But here's what it's going to be. And I kind of like this chart right here. So we go into the discussion. Basically, the title of the video here is like, is October the time to buy, right? Everyone's saying October. We said October. If you go back and watch my videos last year, I said October was the time to sell. I got a little ahead of my skis and kind of was like, you know what, dude, like, we actually might be in a super cycle. We might actually be looking really well. Even my father, right? It was like, hey, we're into a super cycle. Even a lot of economists are caught off guard with this. I was kind of hoping that we were going to actually rally in the beginning of 2026. Like, I really was hoping for it. But I mean, the Bitcoin halving theory actually has held true. And in all reality, October should have been the time where we should have stuck through. I should have stuck to my guns and, said, hey, we're going to go into a bear market. A lot of people did. Benjamin Cohen did. I'll give it to him. And it's funny because he said haters are going to hate what the cycle continues to cycle. And right now the cycle is continuing to cycle. And if you continue to look at where these are going to go, you can see that we're actually on a return of investment. We're dwindling downward. I mean, you're taking these. This is basically the average right here. This little dash line is the averages across the board here. And then you got your lows and you got your highs. So it's basically saying that, like, there could be chances where we break out of this at highs and lows. But right now we're actually trending on average of where this is trending down to. And you can see this is a downward trend. And you're talking 170 days. Right now we're about 60 days in. 170 days, I think, puts us in roughly, let's see. Let's take away 60. So 110 days from today would put us about June 24th. So going into June, we're going to try to continue to dwindle down. But this is just showing you that this is a predictable cycle. As of right now, a very predictable cycle. Been a bit. What's up? What's going on, Josh? Good to see you, buddy. Been a bit staying strong. Hell yeah, dude. Appreciate you being here, man. We got Chipper in the house here. What's up, Chipper? Good to see you. Good to see you. Also, with that, you can go over here and see that Bitcoin is mirroring the previous cycle so far. So if we go back and actually look at 2021, 2022, we're doing the three peaks here. and then it falls down. And basically what it's saying here is that we have another fair value gap. There's a fair value gap sitting right here. You can actually see on the weekly. We're sitting on the same exact fair value gap that we were previously, which is right here. You can see a little fair value gap, which is between roughly 75 and 71. So if you go back and actually look at the fair value gap here, if we don't recover this fair value gap, we're probably going to go down and hit the bottom here. And again, this bottom is going to play out it's probably going to take another probably close to 6 months for this to play out, for this bottom to actually play out. It's about a 6-month window for it to actually play out. And so they're basically saying right here that the market structure, if it stays the same and we break through and don't recover this at 73,000, which right now today we're at 68, we're going to probably come down to hit another bottom here. And 50,000 is basically the bottom. 50,000 could potentially be the bottom here. Here's another thing I posted. I showed the other day. This Tony guy came out here and he posted this back about yesterday, and I think I shared it on Tuesday. He posted something. And it looked something like this, right? This had been, or maybe it was yesterday. I showed this yesterday, I think, and you can see we're all right here looking exciting. Well, then if you go back and actually look at where today's at, dude, it's following it almost exactly the same trend of where we're at. So everything's kind of telling us that we're actually going to break through, miss our fair value gap, and probably continue to trend downward. How far does this go? I don't know. But things are kind of falling that way as of right now. We know going into Fridays are not the best day. We know going into the weekends are not the best day. Who knows what happens over the weekends? It seems like Trump does a lot of things on the weekends, so it doesn't affect the stock markets that much. Even though, I mean, this week we've definitely lost over 1,400 points on the Dow. So that's a lot, dude. This game is rigged for the rich and controlled and manipulated through the system. I agree, dude. I think a lot of things are rigged, dude. Did you guys see that clip with Jeremy Lin talking about how the NBA is rigged? And he was talking about how he multiple times where he was like having a really good game. They were up and winning, and then he was benched in the fourth quarter. And there's a lot of these things coming out here. I think a lot of things are rigged, dude. I mean, I think the lotto is rigged, right? I buy the lotto just for maybe I'm going to be the guy that it's rigged for one day, maybe. But there's a lot of things out there I think are well outside of our control that we have no control over. Yeah, Vegas Cloud, what's up, buddy? Had a contract job, woke up at 3 a.m. Damn, 3 a.m. That's a rough. I've always said the BTC market dominance is our enemy. I mean, the more and more so. Jeremy Lin is such a great player. Dude, he came back. I mean, like, dude, he obviously put ages on the map when it came to basketball, right? Playing with the good old great late Kobe Bryant, right? I mean, kind of a crazy thing. But yeah, he's out there talking about that. If 50K is the bottom for Bitcoin, where does that put XRP? Well, usually XRP would fall a little bit further than Bitcoin, but let's just say that 50,000. I have 55,000 as the bottom, so we're closer to the bottom than we are to the top. Let's just say that we'll play their number here. Let's say that 50,000, that's about 27% down. That probably make XRP, if that's losing 30, it's probably going to lose roughly 40. I mean, if that's 30, that's going to put XRP into the 80s, 90s. Sorry, 80s into the 70s. I mean, for XRP, which would put it right back down here where this thing actually flashed out right here. Big fair value gap right here between roughly $1 and 61 cents. So, I mean, it could come down and fill up this fair value gap at like 85 to 80 could be where this actually goes. If Bitcoin drops down there, I mean, that puts Ethereum down there as well. The Ethereum will probably come down and hit this 1,200 marker again. There's a little fair value gap that hadn't got filled up right here at 1,400. I mean, people are calling for a 1,400 to 1,200 Bitcoin or Ethereum. And you can see Ethereum hasn't really, like I told you guys, Ethereum hasn't really rocketed. It literally just barely went over the all-time high of the previous bull. And, I hope it doesn't go below the 1,400, right? It doesn't go below the 1,390, which is this little tiny peak right there. You can see this little tiny bottom. I hope it doesn't go below that, because that is the bottom line. But that would be right at the fair value gap right here. So I think the lowest ETH goes is roughly about 1,400 to 1,350, somewhere in that ballpark. And you're almost there, right? I mean, we're basically almost there. If it would only take Ethereum to lose roughly about another 30%, dude. About another 30%. But if Bitcoin loses 30%, Ethereum's definitely going to lose more than 30%. So yeah, I gotta prepare for that. Hello, what's up, GS? Good to see you, dude. Let's see, Jamin, what's up, dude? I have a bunch of XRP, but my price is at 143. I'm thinking of selling them all at $1.43. I believe XRP is going back to $1. You should, again, if you feel that way, you should probably stick to your guns. Do I think Doncic is out of the Lakers soon and LBJ is retiring? You think Luka leaves? How was Great Britain and Mexico make it to the WBC? I have no idea, dude. Selling on my XRP, yeah, that's. I've been investing in my 14-year-old daughter's S&P 500 account biweekly for 10 years and rode the waves, but this one feels different. I sold it all on Monday. I might move it all to crypto. Oh, damn, skating horse. That's crazy. 15K BTC correlation was last cycle's bottom in 2022. Since then, we have pumped 3+ years to 126 and now post all-time high correction. Did only 52% correction. 60K historically will do 60 to 90. Yeah, if you go and look at there's a lot of data out here. Oops, shoot, I might have clicked off it. There's a lot of data out here suggesting that we're going to go. You can see right here. Here's another one where everyone wants to buy here. We're actually at this level right now. Here's another little play out chart right here. I think this is good to see, is that we could come down here and then we're going to hit this oh crap mark, and this is right around September, October, November, right? I mean, this they're saying it's around July, August, but I mean, yeah, it's going to be interesting to sort of see where this plays out. Hopefully, we don't actually fall to this, but I mean, we probably will. We'll probably come down some. Here's the 52% that you were talking about. Planet gravitate. So previous cycles, you can see 93% down, 85% down, 84, 71. 77, we're at 52. So I mean, even if you added another 20% on top of this, right, we're already at a 52% decrease, right? So we're already at what, 50? We're down roughly more than that. We're roughly down. About 52 was our low right there. So let's just say that we're down 52 from our low. We're going to go down another 30% from that. So I mean, yeah, you're going to be 80% puts. Oops, shoot. We grabbed out of that. 80% puts you at roughly. I mean, that's a lot. I say 71 puts you at 35, right? And if you go back and actually take the averages of this, so if we go back and look at the averages, where was the averages on this? If you take the averages across the board on this, I mean, you could probably come to a pretty good idea of where it's going to go, right? So let's take 93 plus 85 plus 84 plus 71 plus 77 plus, let's just say that we're going to go, we'll just leave it at that. We'll just say equals divided by 5. It puts us at roughly 82%. God damn, that's the average, 82%. Jeez, dude, that's crazy. 82% is the average. That's a pretty big far drop from where we're at, right? From all-time highs. So I mean, that definitely puts you down into the 35 to, I mean, if it gets down to 35 to 30,000 range, like, dude, that's such a good buy for Bitcoin, dude. Like, oh my God, I'd eat that up. I'd eat that up so much. I'd probably add a couple $100,000 of Bitcoin to my bag. Like, I would literally cash out as much as I'd probably take a second mortgage out on the house. I would go all in if Bitcoin went down to freaking $30,000, dude. I don't even think you'd realize how much I'd drop in on that. Glad you're digging into the topic, Austin. This is great insight for the entire crypto community. Yeah, I think it's important. Obviously, it's important to look at. You know what I mean? Looking at these levels here, but I mean, if this went down, even if it went down to 35 to 30,000, oh my gosh, I would go so hard on it, it'd be crazy. Because that ride back would be crazy. Yeah, that ride back would be wild. I know people want to say Bitcoin's over, Ethereum's over. Banks are just starting to get in on this, dude. Like, this is 2025 was like the first time where banks actually. I mean, 1 year in. Imagine 10 years from now. You think they're just going to let an investment go like Bitcoin? I don't think so, dude. I think it's another avenue for these rich people to continue to make money. It's obviously an easy market to manipulate because of the market cap is still so low at roughly $2.3 trillion. Like, yeah, that's a lot of money. 2.3 trillion, even 3 trillion is a lot of money. But I mean, that's an easy market to manipulate if you're someone who has a ton of money to do so. Not so much, and again, there's not a lot of regulations around this. We've already determined that Bitcoin and Ethereum is a commodity. It's not a security. Like, the SEC is not going to be up on their ass. Like, dude, a totally different ball game when it comes to trading this stuff. So, like, let's not get our wires crossed on this, dude. So here's another one right here. You can see that this is where it gets a little crazy here, because it's hard to digest this yellow or this purple line right here. If you guys see this, is the actual cost of production for Bitcoin. And we've dipped below it, but we've never fully dipped below. We'll hit this number and bounce up. And so it's hard to say where the cost of production is going to go on this, because I mean, we already hit this level right now. We've bounced off this already, and never before in the history of Bitcoin have we actually continued to have a massive downtrend past the cost of production on Bitcoin. And so a lot of people are thinking that this is going to, be a trampoline and bounce back up, and we're going to come back up here. We very well could. So there are some other things to look at too. I'm not going to go out here, like I said, I'm not going out and selling anything. Like, I'm not going to go sell all my Bitcoin today or like my Ethereum today based off of these charts that I showed you here. Like people are going, well, you're an idiot because if you know that it's going to come down and hit a bottom of 50,000, why wouldn't you sell up here and do this? Well, there's a lot of other reasons why I wouldn't do it, and the number one reason is I don't want to pay taxes on something I don't need to pay taxes on. I don't need the money right now, so I've already told you guys that. Everyone's in different scenarios. You guys are in a different scenario than I'm in, and so if you feel the need to go sell because of whatever reason, then like you should go do that. Like you shouldn't let anyone tell you otherwise. Like you should always stick to how you feel, and don't be influenced by someone else telling you to hold or any of that kind of crap. Like just do what's best for you. Do you, boo, and always stick to that, dude. The rich are so patient. Oh, they already know what's going on. They probably have this panned out. I mean, they've already talked to their buddies who talk to their buddies who talk to their buddies and buddies and buddies, and everyone kind of knows where this is going to go. I mean, that's the best part about inside information. A majority of these people have inside information. There's no doubt that they don't. Like, I mean, Trump and all them knew. I mean, they knew about Iran and what their intentions were probably 5 months ago. They knew that everything was going to there was a lot of people who know a lot more than we do. And I'm pretty sure it's a scratch your back, you scratch my back type of deal. I mean, let's be real here. I mean, we're not all blind to what's going on. So, yeah, I mean, that's why you can see all these senators, all these congressmen and women. That's why they're worth millions and millions and millions of dollars. They all have inside information. They're like, for anyone to argue that they don't, and even if they came out and said, we do not have inside information, like bullshit, dude. You don't go from making 120,000 to 150,000, even 250,000 to now being worth, millions, 50, 60, 50, 50, 60, 70 million. Like, you can go down the list. It's not just Republicans, not just Democrats, it's all of them, dude. All of them are in cahoots, dude. Fan tells Austin to sell, but he doesn't. That is true. She does, and I don't. Because I think there's a bigger implication. Like, I'm not going to go sell like $200,000 in Bitcoin to know that I'm going to have to go pay, next tax bill, I'm going to have to go pay, $30,000 on it. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because there's no reason to. There's no reason to at this point. You know what I mean? And even if you go back and you take that, say now you have to set aside that $30,000 or that $40,000, you got to set aside now for taxes. So you sold it for $200,000, you got to set aside $40,000. Now you're down to $160,000, which means that your purchase power for the next Bitcoin cycle is $160,000 because you got to set aside that. And now for Bitcoin's going to literally have to go up roughly about 50% for me to, or maybe a little less than that, 40% for me to then be even from where I sold it from, right? Like, that's stupid to me. I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, if it goes up 10%, it's 15,000, or about 16,000. If it goes up 10, 1630. Yeah, it'd have to go up like 30% for me to even break even again after I pay taxes. Like, when I could just hang on to it and not even touch it at that point. Like, there's so many thoughts to it, right? We all have our own thoughts. That's fine. If you buy Bitcoin, you support human trafficking. Oh, shut up, Stanley, dude. Get the hell out of here with that. You're crazy, bro. Dude. Well, if you support cash and you go to your bank and you buy cash and you support, the same shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, you support drugs and paraphernalia and all the other same things, Stanley. That makes no sense. If you support Bitcoin, come on, bro. If you support banks, if you put your money in banks, you support all the same things. If you put your money in Chase and all the other banks, you're supporting the same things that Jeffrey Epstein. Like, come on, bro. The dumbest shit I've ever heard. But you pay taxes on leverage plays. Yeah, but that's a different. I mean, like, you'll pay taxes on leverage trades all the time. Yeah, I mean, I'll pay taxes on those, but I don't have a lot of money. That's what I said. I don't have like a ton of money wrapped up in leverage, right? And we're talking, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 here or there. You know what I mean? Like, and I'll set aside that. But I mean, long term investments, I'm just not going to. It just doesn't make sense to do so. If BTC drops 30K and I buy and it continues to drop, can I hold you accountable? Yeah, I mean, if that's, hey, Carrera, if you want to, I mean, you can hold me accountable, I guess. I mean, I don't use banks. I don't believe you, dude. So you don't own a car. You don't own a house. You like, what do you do? What do you do? Are you a bum? Like, you don't use cash. You don't use cash because, I mean, cash, if you ask me, cash is probably the dirtiest money out there, dude. It's dirtier than Bitcoin. Not just dirty in terms of like actual nasty shit on the bills themselves, but I mean, we all know what cash goes through. I bet you the cash you hold right now has probably gone through a ton of freaking houses that are doing the exact same things you're coming out here for. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. Vegas. Oh man, that's crazy, bro. You don't use cash, so like, what do? Like, you don't use banks. Like, I mean, come on, dude. Like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all, dude. If you win, take the credit. Yeah, exactly. It's funny that Jim Cramer just told you guys, everyone to sell. I mean, the Jim Cramer things and all. This is too little, too late. If you're selling now, dude, you're behind the eight ball, bro. Oh my gosh, dude. We never stopped paying for a house. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Funny because yeah, Jim Cramer just said, "I smell my cash to see where it's been." Oh, that's dirty, dude. That's dirty. Jimmer's statements. I mean, both. I mean, we go back to like, let's go back and look at the chart. I mean, I've told you guys, like, we are gonna. There's gonna be like, this is not gonna. Oops. This is not gonna continue down here very long. Like, I mean, like, honestly, this is not gonna continue to be down here very long. Go back and just look at the history of Bitcoin. I mean, like, we can go through all the things of Bitcoin, and you can see that like this is actually one of the longer times that the weekly has been down here. I mean, we're talking 82 days. 82 days that it's been down here roughly, right? 82 days, dude. From the time it went past the from the time it went past the time it went back up. I mean, the next not even this one over here, right? Even this area right here, the weekly wasn't down here that long. So like, dude, I mean, I put aside anything out there. I mean, we're gonna pump back up again. It doesn't need to be like all time highs. We're gonna pump back to all time. I'm talking like we're gonna come fill some fair value gaps. It's gonna happen. I mean, I'll be shocked if this thing continues to extend. I mean, let's even go to the monthly. Let's extend this out a little further onto the. Let's go to the. We can even look at the 2 weeks. I mean, look at this, dude. I mean, you can come over here and see this bear market. This bear market over here lasted between roughly 224 days, give or take, right? Let's just say, let me zoom in on that a little bit and get a little better reading on that. So yeah, dude, we're talking roughly, and if we can even go to the bottom of this, dude, like 154 days before it started to peak back out right here. But we'll actually go back over here just a little bit more. So we're talking 252 days with the longest time that we actually went below this. Okay, let's go back over here now. Where does that actually put us 152 days from now? It puts us right in July, right? Right in July where we start to come out the bottom on this. But you got to think, even with this being hit right here, this is that lull that it hit right here. Like, it took a long time for this to come out. Let's go to the monthly. Let's take a look at the monthly here. I mean, the monthly looks bad, right? The monthly looks bad. How long are we in the bottom of for the monthly? I mean, we're talking, geez. I mean, 427 days from the time this came out to the time this went up. So, I mean, if we take the same level, I mean, we got a ways to go, guys. I mean, we're talking October, November, December, dude. Like, literally, it's lining up right there. If this is what we're gonna play out again, and every time we've done that, I mean, you go over here and look, how long was this one? I mean, right around the same time frame, roughly about 400 days, 400 some odd days. This one was a little bit longer, right? This one was actually 500 days, 500, 400, 400. And so if we say, okay, the average is 400 before we start to rally out of this, and again, that's probably where you want to wait. You probably want to wait. I mean, like, in all reality, we're going to probably pump up a little bit, but I mean, yeah, we're talking 400 days. I mean, you're talking right there in October, November, December, dude. Q4, dude. Rubber bands has been pulled back hard. Chart's about to snap. You know what's crazy is you pull a line starting at 35, October 5th. It aligns with all the previous trends. Does it really? When you say pull a line, what do you mean pull a line? Remember the movie The Big Short when the strippers in the four houses all on adjustment rates right before the housing? I know, I saw it. I remember that, dude. XRP does transaction way faster and should be replaced Bitcoin. It's not going to happen, dude. Don't get me wrong. I love XRP, but it's not. I mean, like, I just don't see it happening. Use a monthly candle, then zoom out to all the time view. It makes more sense on the long term, all time projections perspective, margins versus all. Okay. I reached my swing trade H bar goal this morning. Gonna stick back, watch us crash and pump. All right, wild dog. You hit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You must have hit your 20. Did you hit your 30% on that? Like, zooming out without condensed candles is foolish. Got to stick to the all-time macro, monthly, yearly candle. Yeah, I probably say I put 2 weeks in there. You're right. It should be monthly, weekly, yearly. The 2 week things is kind of weak. But I was just trying to see what it was. Exactly like my profile pic. is all the time support rejections. I think a lot of people, yeah, I think a lot more people bought into Bitcoin than people think. Like that's for sure. Early on, Bitcoin buyers, there's a lot of them out there. I mean, Bitcoin is the biggest, has been one of the biggest wealth transfers of wealth in the history of America. It's the largest transfer of wealth. That's why the banks are going to control it now because they don't want people to have that much control of wealth. Saitama reflections. Saitama goes up and up. Reflections go up and up on BTC. No, I talk about a lot of things. I think I talk about an overall, just an overall thing of the markets. Trump did come out here and put this out here. The Genius Act is being threatened and undermined by the banks. We know that. And it's unacceptable. We are not going to allow this. The U.S. needs to get market structure done. I agree. Americans should earn more money on their money. The banks are hitting record profits, and we are not going to allow them to undermine our powerful crypto agenda that will end up going to China and other countries if we don't get the Clarity Act taken care of. I agree with this, dude. I think the banks are trying to undercut this because, again, the banks don't want you to lend your money. Like right now, you can go on to Coinbase. Listen to this, dude. This is where it gets crazy. Name one place that you can go to right now and get a low interest rate or a loan that you can pay back anytime you want to pay back, right? You can go on Coinbase right now, literally. You can go on Coinbase right now, and you can go. And this is what I love about the crypto side of it is that you can actually lend against your crypto, right? You could actually come out here and you can go out here and borrow money right now. I can borrow roughly. I don't have that much. I don't have that much in Coinbase right now. But right now, I could borrow roughly $17,000 on Coinbase right now because of what ETH I have in Coinbase. But you could go over there and you can borrow this, and you can say, okay, I'm going to start this process. It's literally a 4%. It's a 4% personal loan, dude. Name one place you can go to right now. What bank can you pull up to and get a 4% personal loan right now? And have it be a flexible term, meaning that there's no required monthly payments or fixed end dates of when this should be repaid back. It's not there, dude. You don't have that in any bank. So crypto's open that door. Coinbases, Binance's, all these things will open that door. And banks don't want that, dude. Banks don't want you to put your money into crypto and then go take a loan out. They don't want any of that kind of stuff. It just means less money for them, dude. Like, so of course these banks are going to come out here and try to do this. The banks should not be trying to undercut the Genius Act or hold the Clarity Act hostage. They need to make a good deal with crypto industry because that's the best interest of the American people. I agree. Austin, is that a scenario? Do you see banks doing more harm than good with BTC investments? Yeah, I do. I think banks don't want this. For that scenario I just played out there, dude. You move your money over to Coinbase, you can then borrow against your crypto, and you don't lose out on your crypto, right? So if like right now is probably not the time to go borrow against your Ethereum and stuff like that. But the great part about borrowing against your asset, you can't go borrow. You can't go and you're limited, but you could go borrow against you can go take out a loan and stuff like that from your stock exchange. You can go take out stuff from your retirement and pay it back in a loan and all that good stuff. But you can't go and take Tesla, stake Tesla shares, and then take out that money or borrow against your Tesla shares to then go and buy whatever you want to go buy on a flexible rate. Like you can't go do that. You can't go do that. And then on top of that, you pay back your loan. You now have your Tesla shares back. Like no, that's what's great about Coinbase. If you choose to do that, I'm not saying go do that. I'm not doing it, but I'm just saying if you needed to do it. Imagine to borrow against your Ethereum, you pay a low rate, and then on top of that, you have a flexible rate on it, and you don't lose your Ethereum. Do you pay Coinbase One for insurance on your crypto in Coinbase? Yeah, I do. I pay for the I do. I pay for the like the FDIC kind of so I do pay $300 to have insurance on there. And I do hold some money. I don't hold a ton, but I do hold some money inside Coinbase. I've moved a little bit more over to Coinbase this last year than I had before. But like, yeah, I still hold a lot on my ledger. I'm not going to just move it off my ledgers and my non-custodials, but they'll definitely. I mean, anything I have, I won't go over. I won't go over a certain percentage on Coinbase because of that for sure. I think it's dangerous to have more than 1,000 on Coinbase. No, I think it's again they are approved for they are the custodians for majority of the ETFs that are out there. So you got to think like BlackRock, Fidelity. I mean, you go down the list of these. Grayscale, Coinbase is the prime. They're the prime custodian for that. So like the chances of Coinbase going under is like little to none. If I mean, like I feel very confident that Coinbase would be the last. I mean, don't get me wrong, exchanges are exchanges. They're just like banks. I mean, in all reality. But Coinbase makes it a lot easier to move your money around than a bank does. You can do anything you want with Ethereum, with Bitcoin, with anything on Coinbase. The Coinbase app is 10 times better than any other bank app out there. Like literally, you can move your money freely around. You pay a little bit of fees here and there, but like you can't do the same thing with a bank app. And there's no difference in putting $200,000 in your bank than $200,000 on Coinbase. Your banks could walk away with your assets just as fast as Coinbase could. I suggest you move your assets to a cold wallet. Yeah, you should definitely have a majority of your assets in a cold storage for sure. You watch the oil price. I'm not watching any oil price. I did hear that they're definitely not looking too hot. They continue to go up. I think they went up like $11 and like the Trump administration announced a $20 billion reassurance program for oil tankers and other vessels moving through the Strait of. Okay, so he's trying to reduce the cost of oil now. Okay, good for him. Good for him. I did see this right here. But the Trump administration announced a $20 billion reassurance program for oil tankers and other vessels moving through the Strait of Hormuz. It says the U.S. DFC will insure losses up to $20 billion on a rolling basis. Holy crap, dude. Priority is to get oil, gasoline, LNG, and fertilizer through the strait. So currently approximately 20% global supply is offline. That's why oil prices are the way that they are right now. Damn, that's crazy, dude. Do you think you have a little relief rally at all? Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, we'll definitely have a relief rally at some point. What's up, XXI? Good to see you, my guy. Yeah, there'll be a relief, dude. I played this out. Let's go back to the weekly. I played this out before, dude. I mean, no matter how you want to play it out, there will be. I mean, even through here, dude, like you can come down and see that last time that we were at these lows right here, even in the bear, this is the beginning of the bear. We came down on this weekly and we still rallied out of it. And when I say rally, I mean, we went up roughly, 40%. That's a rally, dude. 41% is a nice little rally, right? And then we came up, we hit our peaks up here and we came back down. Boom. And then we came back down and boom. Look at this, dude. We came up on a massive rally here. In the bear market, we came up from here, went all the way up roughly about 97%. And then the weekly came back down, and then we pumped back up a little bit, so on and so forth, right? We're already at the bottom here, guys. Like, even through these times right here, look at this. We double topped here. What happened after that, dude? We had a nice little rally. Again, doesn't mean that we have to hit all-time highs. The rally's coming, dude. It might not be this week. It might not be next week. It might not be until, well into April, but it's coming, dude. It's coming. And anyone who's on the outside looking in is going to come back and go, shit, I should have just chilled out, relaxed, had some patience, and just let this thing ride, bro. Like, that's what it comes down to. You know what I mean? The bottom is definitely not yet. It's not in. I'm not saying the bottom's in, but I'm saying that this is not going to extend. We're going to have a relief to this. There's going to be a release from this. This isn't just going to continue to be down here this whole time. Like, we're not just going to ride this all the way to October. Like, if you think that, that's crazy to me. Like, it's never happened in the history of Bitcoin. It doesn't happen in the history of anything. Like, we're going to have reliefs. There's going to be reliefs. And this isn't just going to sit down here at the 20% line going back up and down all the way until October. It's not going to happen, dude. It's not going to happen. Eventually, we're going to have a release. And again, that release could come, well over here. It could come up. We could hit this number, come back down. I've already said that. I mean, if you go back and look at these, let's go back and pull out the time frames on these again. Let's go to our timelines right here. Oh, shit. Where's my timeline? Right here, timeline. Let's go to our date ranges, right? I mean, you can see, again, we can try to pan out the last time we had major lulls. We'll just go right here. I mean, we're talking 133 days, which was right here. I mean, last time this came down, again, through here, it was shorter. This one right here was a pretty good lull. This is probably our longest one right here, which was right here. Okay. And you got to think our low was down here, right? If you go back and look at this, let me move out of the way a little bit. This low was right here at the very bottom. We've already hit that low. This is probably that low right there that we see right here. It's probably that right there. But that's 140 days. And right now we are at roughly well over 140 days. I mean, we're at roughly 175 days. So I mean, even at the longest point of this weekly drawdown, there will be a bounce back. I mean, at some point there's going to be a bounce back. Even if it's something like this right here, which is again January through February we came up and then we came down the cliff, there was a relief to this. There will be a relief at some point. And maybe this is where we're at right here, right? Maybe this section of where we're at, which is again what I showed you guys. This guy right here, or maybe where was it? Or was it one of these charts? Shit, I don't know where it went. I hope I didn't click off of it. Maybe I clicked off of it. Damn it. Shoot, I might have clicked off it, but I showed you that chart early on where the chart came down and then it went back up. But I mean, we're probably roughly about right. I mean, this could be it right here. You know what I mean? We could be something like this where it comes down and we're down here, but this drop right here has already put us down here, and there's going to be a relief like this. Even a relief right here could be a nice little relief, right? I mean, just from here to here was that 42%, and then we go down further, right? August. This goes into October. This goes into October, November, December. I talked about this a while back. We came down, hit these next things, rallied into August, right? Rallied into August, went up 50%. And then we came down even hotter. And then November, December, this is October. And then we rallied out of the bottom, which again, this is the Bitcoin halving right now. So we're probably in this area right here. I've already said that. I mean, this is somewhere in this ballpark where we're in this area right in here. So at some point, we're gonna have a relief to it, dude. Like, is it gonna happen? It's gonna happen. I don't care what anyone says. I'm trying to convince no one, dude. I'm not trying to convince anyone. You do you. I'll do me. When do you think this will happen? I mean, I think it's starting to play out right now, dude. I think it's starting to play out right now. Big calls are calling 50 to 45K before we really start heading up again. There will be reliefs, dude. We'll continue. Like I said, there will be reliefs to this, just like we did this weekend. I mean, like, look at this is a really big relief right here. I mean, that's a 23% relief between the bottom at 59 all the way up to roughly 74. Like, that's such a big relief right there. And, you know, again, this could continue to build out. I hope that we continue to build up and hit these little fair value gaps in here and then come down a little bit. But I mean, you know, yeah, we're going to probably have a pump, and it could be roughly about a month worth of pumping. Roughly, let's see, this went up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 weeks of pumping before it came back down. And, you know, that's what's going to, I mean, hopefully that's what happens. Hopefully people can jump in on that. Nothing goes down forever without a pump. Yeah, I mean, that's the cycle. That's the crypto cycle, dude. Dumping ain't easy. I know, right? What's up, Carlo? Austin is my spirit animal. What's up, Anthony? Hi, I need help. We bought 2 pre-sale. What was the other one? You talking about XCL and Cent? Those ones? You think XRP is going to go down to below $1? I mean, it could. Yeah. You too, Observer Dude. Good to see you too. I'm still holding my big bag of XCL and Cent, staying hopeful. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I was just looking at my stuff today. I logged in. I mean, my Cent's down to 4,200 from 20,000. My XCL is down about 3,000 from my $20,000 investment. I think I put 21 in on Cent, 20,000 in on XCL. I think my Cent was 21,000. But yeah, I mean, Cent got beat up, dude. Cent's definitely not looking too hot. But XCL is still hanging in there, man. I mean, it's still hanging. I mean, I'm down 3K, but it's like, you know, compared to what it was, I look back and it's like, gosh, man. It was some kind of wallet. What are we talking about? You're talking about Pure Wallet? Yeah, Pure Wallet's still going on out there. I think Pure Wallet's still. I think that pre-sale's still going. Pure Wallet it'll be going on like a year and a half now of Pure Wallet. I haven't actually looked into Pure Wallet. I did get a little thing on my wallet in my email the other day. In my email the other day of an update to the wallet, which I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, Pure Wallet's coming out here. I don't think they posted lately. I don't think they've had a space in a while. But yeah, that's still going. Yeah. We got Selmo coming in with the member for 17 months. But Selmo's been here for a lot longer than that, dude. But I appreciate you. What's up, Austin? October 2026, BTC 34K. That would be the bottom, right? That'd be the bottom. Yeah, that'd be the bottom. Dude, Pure Wallet has been holding my 1,700 ransom for months, dude. I'm at $8,000, bro. I'm at $8,000, Jamin. I have 8,000 in on that one, dude. Yeah, that's a lot. $1,000, $8,000. Gosh, damn. Will we relief rally into the macro bear trends? I think we're gonna have a rally, dude. People can say what they want to, but there will be a rally. I don't know when, right? If I knew, I would tell you guys. But you can look at the charts, look at where it's at, look at where the RSIs are, look where the MACD's at. This is already turning around on the weekly. We have roughly about 2 days left on the weekly here, and we're gonna end the weekly probably in the green, dude. I think even after we went to war this week, dude. We went to war literally like 7 days ago, and Bitcoin's in the green. It'd be the first green week in roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Is that 6 weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks we've been in the red, and this could be the first green. Let's go to the Heikinashi and see what the Heikinashi is telling us, dude. Like the Heikinashi is actually right on the verge, dude. I mean, look at that, dude. That is as doji as it gets right there, dude. That is the most unpredictable candle right there. And let's go back and look at the last time these things have turned. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're 7. I mean, we're 7 on this one. You go back and look at these. I mean, anytime that we go into these little on the Heikinashi candles here, you can see. I mean, look at that one, dude. That was a nice little candle before we had an uptrend right here. If this actually ends looking like that, if this chart ends something like that right there, it ends right here, like we're in for a couple green. You know what I mean? I mean, you just look at this, dude. Like this is eventually going to flip back around. I mean, like it's almost like we're going to have a nice little rally. Again, we might go a little bit lower, but I mean, there's going to be a relief to it, dude. I just need Wild Dog 13 months. Appreciate you, man. I've been a member longer than this. I know. I love you too, dude. Appreciate you being here longer than that too, man. And yeah, 13 months, crazy, dude. Still crazy. Over a year. Pure Wallet committed to an X space every month, but haven't gone since. In TG, they still say TGE in August. Oh, so so they're still looking to launch in August. Okay. Partway through my reserve basics training at 45 years old, just in time to fight. Let's effing go, dude. Are you really going through? Are you really going through basic right now, bro? Congrats to you, dude. That's awesome. What branch are you? It has to be what, Air Force? Because I don't think the Army. You have to be what, 39. So what is it? Is it Air Force, Navy? That's pretty cool, dude. Just in time to fight. That's crazy, dude. I just need XRP to go up about 10 cents on my 25x long to reclaim what I lost this week. Damn, bro. 6 months in the red candle as well. We're so low, people waiting for a few more percent down are going to forget how quick it ramps back up. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just not the time. Like, for me personally, it's just not the time to sell. Like, there's just no way, dude. Like, if you were going to sell, you should have sold way back over here, even at the 98K. But I had no intentions of selling, so it's like this isn't like I'm cool either way. That's crazy, Timsky. I didn't know that you were doing reserves, dude. That's pretty cool. Congrats! Shout out to you, man. Let's see here. Thoughts on Quant? I haven't touched Quant, dude. Pure ends in October. Is that what they said? October, Jamin? Okay, Army infantry, kilt wearing crazy mother effers. Dude, that's crazy. The Canadian Armed Forces. Okay. That's awesome, dude. That's funny, dude. That's awesome, dude. Cool. Congrats to you, man. I think that's cool to go serve your country. I think serving your country is, it's one thing I wish look at hindsight, I I almost joined I actually almost joined the Marines out of high school, and my dad talked me out of it. Right, my dad being obviously special forces, went through it all. He like literally talked me out of signing the papers to go to the Marines. And and then I went to college, and I was probably about going into my junior year, and I was going to sign up for ROTC to like the Army ROTC, but I just I ended up not doing it. And it's funny because I look back in life, and it's one thing I do wish I would have done. I do wish I would have served my country, even if it was for 4 years. I think it's important to serve your country. You know what I mean? I guess, my dad always said, well, you're serving it in other ways. That's what he always say. Cause really did not want me to go into the military, but he'll always be like, you're paying your taxes, you're serving in other ways. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, that's really cool. I think it's a good thing. Can you explain the Stosh RSI XRP? Thanks. We can look at the XRP RSI. Let's take a look. Yeah, we're looking at the weekly right now. The weekly is coming down. I mean, this is another one. I mean, we've been trending down here for a while. The MACD is trying to make a little bit of a come around here, but let's go back to the traditional. We're definitely down. I mean, this is definitely way oversold. I mean, we're in well oversold territory, dude. Austin, you can join your local militia and get ready for a civil war they're setting up. Just like go join a militia in your like back neighborhood. My ex is in Illinois, a National Guard. She wasn't able to use education money because Illinois is always broke. Oh gosh, dang, that sucks. 11 Bravo. I know, right? Now is a chance for people to sell bullish. I know, right, Trent? That's time to buy. Austin, yeah, let's see. I tried to join at 20, but it was hard, but was in a head on collision that fractured my spine, so they wouldn't take me. Oh my God, I would have probably died in Afghanistan. Oh my God, Anthony. Damn, dude. I went to join regular force at 18 in 1999. Didn't, so I'm super pumped to do it. That's cool, dude. Come to Texas. We got our own army here. I like that. Got your own army. Yeah, crazy, dude. Damn. Glad you're feeling better. Oh, I feel a lot better, man. I still like a little congested. Observer, dude. I'm still a little congested, but it's like it is nice to kind of like see the end of the tunnel because it was like, dude, the last like week and a half was just hell. Even for the kids, you know what I mean? God, whatever was going around, just from the sickness standpoint, was the worst. The worst. Is that really what it is? 120 against for every 100. Damn, dude, that's crazy, Chameleon. I went to join at 19 and did. Oh hell yeah, Jordan. Well, appreciate your service, man. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's a in South Korea, everyone has to join. You got to spend. Everyone's got to join. They got to spend what 2 years? I think 2 years in the military. So everyone's got to go through it. Amen to that. Yeah, that's cool, dude. You must be feeling off because that hoodie ain't fully black. I know. I'm wearing a gray hoodie today, dude. Dude. Shockingly, my kids were laughing at me because I bought a green hoodie for the first time in a long time. I bought like an army green hoodie, and they're like, "Dude, it looks funny." My wife has been sick for 2 weeks now. She's finally feeling better, dude. I feel you. As ever, dude. Whatever was going around, like, dude, I don't know. I feel like my kids go around like licking windows or something, and then they bring it home. Like I'm like, dude, like, what are you guys doing at school? Like, you like lick windows? Like you like licking poles? Like what makes you guys sick all the time? Uh, oh my god, dude. My wife, he's K Tao. He's Canadian. He's in the Canadian Armed Forces. Go buy quality Learn Center hoods from Nick Shirley. I did see that, dude. I did see that Nagano got yeah, he got cut from the PFL. UFC will not take him back, dude. UFC will not take him back. Dana White already came out and said that he has no desire to ever work with that guy again. Oh, my funny is not as funny. Yeah, I got what you were saying, dude. But yeah. Okay, Ty, you killing me, bro. Austin, I'm F Joe. Are you F Joe? Why'd you change it to? Oh, is it K Toe? Oh, you're K Toe. You're F Joe. Oh, okay, F Joe. I didn't know that was you this whole time, dude. Why'd you change it? Why you be changing your names on me, dude? Are you making a YouTube channel called K Toe so you can like video it? That's what you should do. I'm an Army 12B vet. My woman, a 92-year-old year, we multiplied and had a child together. Damn. My towing company. I know that's okay. You should be streaming live, dude. You should be doing live pickups. I'm a terrible weatherman. So say my buddy was saying he is coming back to fight Aspinall, but Dana stands on business. I don't think Dana's like a guy where it's like soon as you break trust with that guy, like good luck. You know what I mean? Good luck. Just for Google searches for my business. Okay. Gotcha. I still think that you should do videos of you. You should hook up cameras on your truck and do like videos of you repoing cars. I think you should do that, dude. I think you can get a lot of views on that. I used to watch that stuff all the time. F Joe, the new gator towing. I get it. Yeah, 12B plus 92Y equals. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'll be doing videos. Okay, those videos have high views. They do. They're crazy. Hell yeah! Look at Pepe's towing. Dude has millions of subscribers. Does he really? Is it really called Pepe's towing? That's crazy. Towing ASMR. You just hear like people yelling at you. Hey, hey. My logo is a camel driving a tow truck. Is that why you smoke a pack of camels as well? Hey, dude, massive write-offs, bro. Yeah, they flip 18-wheelers back over in LA. Damn, that's crazy. Pepe, yeah. Dude, there's so much money to be made on social media. It's crazy to think, dude. You can make so much money. I mean, it's such a good write-off. Just fake towing supercars with only the hook. Camel cigs, that's rich folk. Do they still sell camels? They still does Camel, is that still a cigarette brand? Camels? That's rich folk talk. Yeah, you be smoking those menthols, huh? Those Marlboro menthols. Is that what you be smoking? Or no, what? It's not Marlboro. What is the other one? What's the brand? It's not Marlboro. It's some other brand. Uh, Camels and rich people cig. That's funny, dude. I don't even know. I didn't even know that they still had that Camels were still a thing. Newports, yeah, that's what it was. Newports. You got the Newport menthol 100s. I think that's what my mom smokes, dude. I think that's what my mom smokes. I think my mom smokes Newport. I think she smokes a Newport. I'm pretty sure she does. It's crazy. My girlfriend smokes. She asked me to buy her smokes, and I tell her to F off. Pure wallet, dude. I mean, it's still coming, man. It's still coming, I guess. We'll find out. But all right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. Appreciate you guys coming on, kicking with me in this wonderful Friday. Markets are still looking a bit down, but just continue to watch the charts out here. We can go back and look. Let's see. Before I jump off here, let's actually look at. Let's see what the play of the day could be today, dude. It's gonna be a long, dude. You should get ready to put some longs in, bro. Get ready to put some longs in, dude. The longs are gonna come in hot, probably on Saturday, dude. Probably let this play out a little bit. Saturday's gonna come back around, and we're gonna probably rally pretty good. Give it like Saturday, somewhere in Saturday, Sunday, somewhere in that ballpark, dude. We're gonna rip. We're gonna rip. Get ready for your longs, dude. Get that IWN token for the Pure Wallet. Yeah. But all right, guys. With all that, have a fantastic rest of your day. Love you guys a ton. You think we're gonna go lower? Well, yeah, in time we could, but not now. I think we're gonna have a little relief to this. So with all that, love you guys a ton. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great weekend. I think I might be on tomorrow. I don't know what the schedule's like, but I'll see you when I see you. So with all that, we're out. Peace out, everyone.